Hey guys, Damion here with JD Muscle, and today we are going to be doing an oil change on a 2015 WRX. What you will need is obviously oil, 530 or 540 depending on whether you're running ethanol or not, and summer versus winter. I highly recommend running 5W40 during the summertime, especially if you're on ethanol, and then for the winter time, no ethanol and 5W30. Full OEM flush calls for 5.4 quarts. That being said, if you're running an air to oil separator, IAG and other manufacturers recommend using an extra half quart. So I usually use about 6 quarts when I do my oil change. So I've got 6 quarts here. I've got an OEM oil filter and I've got an OEM crush washer. You will need a 17mm wrench, and that's really it for about tools, unless your oil filter is kind of stubborn and stuck on from the top, and then you can use an oil filter wrench. We have a combination kit on our website. I will put the link down in the description for you guys, so that way you can have easy access to it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to myself on Facebook or any of our other social media platforms, and we'd be happy to help you. Okay, so first step, once we're underneath the hood, we're going to take the cap off for the oil fill. These caps are also available from us. All right, so once that's off, we can head to under the car. All right, so the next step is going to either be to get your car up on a lift or up with a jack and jack stands. From the underneath, you're going to come right up in here, and you're going to loosen up this 17mm bolt to drain the oil. I have mine pre-drained already, but just to give you an idea, you're going to remove this until all the oil is drained out. You're also going to remove the old crush washer, and you're going to reinstall a new one when that time comes. We'll come back to this once everything is drained. Now that the oil is done draining, you just want to reinsert your drain plug with your new crush washer on it. You want to thread it in by hand to get started. Once it's tight by hand, you want to snug it down a little bit, and then from there, just want to go an additional quarter of a turn, and then we'll head back up to the top. Once the drain plug is reinstalled, we're going to head to the upper part of the car to remove the oil filter. So we're just going to unscrew this here, pull that off, set that off to the side. Really try to wipe away any of the excess residue inside here. Okay, when you go to put the filter on, you just want to apply a little bit of new oil onto the ring. Then we're going to put the oil filter back on and just snug it down. You just want it hand tight, you don't want to over crank it on. All right, that's good. And next step, we're going to add our oil, and then we're all done. So for my vehicle, I'm going to use 6 quarts because I have an air to oil separator. But on most OEM cars, you're going to be using 5.4 quarts for a full change. Okay, so now that the oil is all filled up, we just want to check the dipstick. First time, we're just going to wipe it off, reinsert it, wait a sec, pull it back out. So you're going to want to have it full to about this line right here. Now mind you, right now it might be slightly over until you run the car because the oil filter is empty and it is not filled up with oil. So once you're done, you're going to reinstall the dipstick. Once that's done, we're going to pull the funnel out on the other side, put the cap back on, and start the car up and make sure that the levels are good to go once the vehicle is up and running. If everything is good and you just want to look underneath for any leaks, indicating that the plug might not be tight enough, and you're good to go. And that's it for today's video. Have a good one, guys.